Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss topic ionic equilibria, concepts of ionic equilibria which are important in NEET and JEE exam. What is meant by chemical equilibrium? You are already studied in 11th science. Then next part of chemical equilibrium is the ionic equilibrium. First of all, what is meant by ionic equilibrium? The word itself says that it consists of ions and there is a equilibrium between ionic species and unionized molecules. You are well known for the electrolyte and non-electrolyte. We know that substances which produces ions and its aqueous solution conduct electricity called as electrolytes. For example, NaCl, HCl produces H plus, HCl produces H plus ion and Cl minus ions, NaCl produces Na plus ion and Cl minus ions in aqueous solution, therefore they are electrolyte. Then non-electrolyte substances whose aqueous solution does not conduct electricity called as non-electrolytes. Examples of non-electrolytes are sugar solution, urea solution, glucose solution. Then there are again two types of electrolytes. In this topic we are only concerned with electrolytes. There are two types of electrolytes. First one is strong electrolytes and weak electrolyte. What is meant by strong electrolyte? Electrolyte which is almost completely dissociated in aqueous solution called as strong electrolyte. Strong electrolytes are denoted by single-headed arrow. It indicates that strong electrolytes are 100% dissociated into its ions. For example, HCl, electrolytes. First type of electrolyte is strong electrolyte. Which is almost completely dissociated in aqueous solution. For example, HCl in aqueous solution it dissociates into H plus ion and Cl minus ion. It is called as strong electrolyte. Then second is weak electrolyte. Electrolyte which is partially dissociated into its ions in aqueous solution called as weak electrolyte. For example, acetic acid in aqueous solution it dissociates partially into acetate ion and H plus ion. What is the main difference between strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte? Strong electrolyte, its dissociation is indicated by single-headed arrow, and weak electrolyte, its dissociation is indicated by double-headed arrow. It indicates this is weak electrolyte and single-headed arrow indicate it is strong electrolyte. There are many examples of strong electrolyte, but in your syllabus there are limited examples of strong electrolyte. Number of examples of strong electrolytes are there. For example, HBr, then hydrogen iodide, HNO3, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, HClO4, then salts such as NaCl, KCl, KBr, sodium nitrate, sodium sulfate, sodium acetate. All salts are examples of strong electrolyte because salts are completely dissociated into its ions in aqueous solution. Then there are also many examples of weak electrolyte such as formic acid, then hydrofluoric acid HF, then HCN, then Na2CO3, sodium carbonate, H2S, H3PO4. These are the also examples of weak electrolyte. Then weak bases such as ammonium hydroxide is also example of weak electrolyte. Then zinc hydroxide is also example of weak electrolyte. This example zinc hydroxide is not in your 12th science textbook. Then next is the degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation is denoted by alpha. Degree of dissociation, it is denoted by alpha. This point is very important for your JEE NEET exam. For this point, one question compulsory asked in JEE or NEET exam. What is the percentage dissociation? What is the alpha? What is the formula for calculation of alpha? Alpha is called as degree of dissociation. Then alpha is equal to number of moles dissociated. Alpha is equal to number of moles dissociated divided by total number of moles. Total number of moles. From this formula we can calculate degree of dissociation. And why it is necessary to calculate degree of dissociation? From degree of dissociation we can calculate the H plus ion concentration or OH minus ion concentration, or concentration of cation, or concentration of anion. Then what is the percent degree of dissociation? Percent alpha, it is also called as percent alpha. Percent alpha is equal to alpha into 100. Degree of dissociation multiplied by 100, then you will get percent alpha, that is percent degree of dissociation. Then from alpha, value of degree of dissociation, we can calculate the either concentration of cation or concentration of anion or concentration of solution also. Concentration of cation or anion is equal to alpha multiplied by C. We know that alpha is degree of dissociation and C is the concentration of solution. This formula is very important for your calculating pH numericals based on pH, POH. This formula is very important. Then next point from this topic, acid-base theories. Acid-base theories. First theory is Arrhenius theory. You are already studied in your regular lecture Arrhenius theory. According to Arrhenius theory, what is acid and what is base? Acid and base. According to Arrhenius theory, substance which contain hydrogen ion and which gives H plus ion in aqueous solution called as acid, according to Arrhenius theory. According to Arrhenius theory, what is base? Base is the substance which consists of hydroxyl ion, OH group, and which gives rise to hydroxyl ion in aqueous solution called as base. For example, HCl, it gives H plus ion in aqueous solution, therefore it is acid according to Arrhenius theory. And NaOH, it consists of OH group. In aqueous solution it gives Na plus ion and OH minus ion, that is hydroxyl ion, therefore it is base according to Arrhenius theory. Second theory, which is most important in NEET and JEE, that is the Bronsted-Lowry theory. Second theory, Bronsted-Lowry theory. Bronsted-Lowry theory. For example, we know HCl is very well, HCl and NH3. We know that NH3 is the ammonia, nitrogen present in ammonia, which consists of lone pair of electron. Therefore, NH3 is the electron rich, and in HCl, H plus ion is electron deficient. Then if this electron pair on nitrogen, it is donated to H plus ion, then there is formation of ammonium ion and Cl minus ion. In this example, electron pair donor is the ammonia. Electron pair donor. And which is electron pair acceptor? H plus is the electron pair acceptor. Therefore, in this example, HCl is the acid and ammonia is the base. Therefore, we can say that according to Bronsted-Lowry theory, acid is the electron pair acceptor and base is the electron pair donor. Then one of the most important term included in this, that is conjugate acid base pair. What is meant by conjugate acid base pair? There are number of questions was asked in previous NEET and JEE exam on this point. Identify conjugate acid or conjugate base for any species. First of all, what is meant by conjugate acid base pair? It is pair of an acid and base. It is pair of an acid and base differ by only one proton. Differ by only one proton is called as conjugate acid base pair. In this example, there are 4 species, out of which HCl and Cl minus. HCl is the acid because it is electron pair acceptor, and in these 2 species, NH4 plus is electron pair acceptor and Cl minus is electron pair donor. According to Bronsted-Lowry theory, HCl and Cl minus, HCl is acid and Cl minus is electron pair donor, that means it is base. Therefore, it is acid base pair and which is differ by only one proton. Because in HCl there is one hydrogen is present, in Cl minus there is no hydrogen. Therefore, these 2 species are differ by only one proton. Therefore, it is conjugate acid base pair. Conjugate acid base pair. Acid base pair. Another example is NH3 and Cl minus. NH3 and NH4 plus. NH3 is electron pair donor, therefore it is base, and NH4 plus is electron pair acceptor, therefore it is acid.